day, my name is Jerry Mose. I'm one of the owners at Broadway Gardens and Rice Road Greenhouses. Today we're going to talk about how do we kill grubs in our lawn using environmentally friendly products. Okay, we've been having a lot of issues with grubs in the lawn lately, and one of the newest products that has come out and it's very environmentally friendly has been something called Nematodes. It's an item that it's a microscopic worm, and we apply it to the lawn to kill the grubs. This microscopic worm will go through the lawn, find the grubs, and it'll basically host off the grub and it'll virtually kill the grub. It'll also hit the Japanese beetle larva, which we're starting to see in the area. It will not affect worms or other insects like that. It just basically goes off of larvae that are pests. As soon as we get the ground temperature warm enough, which is usually around the beginning of May, we can apply this onto the lawn. One of the reasons we like using this product is because it's not a pesticide. It's not carcinogen, it's natural, and once it's killed out all the larvae, it dies itself off, so it's not going to be problematic for us down the road. In this box, we have microscopic worms. You cannot see them because they're microscopic. They put 6 million on this little sponge. Don't ask me how they do it, but they do squirt on 6 million on here. And what we do is we will take this sponge and apply it into the water, and we'll put it into an applicator. Most of them also have an ice pack in it to keep them cold, so if you can't do it today or tomorrow, it'll keep it cold on its way home. Put it in the fridge until you have time to put it on. If you're not sure if you have grubs, one of the indications is skunks in the beginning of the season will start to tear up your lawn. That could mean you have grubs, could mean you have other problems also, but the grub does look like this little guy here, and hence we want to get rid of that guy. Another time you can apply the nematodes is in the fall time, early September. That's when you have the baby grubs kicking around. Also, it's a lot more moist again. You got a better time to be applying it. Okay, today we're going to be applying nematodes. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our nematode out of the pack or out of the fridge if you had it stored there to keep it cool. And you want to pull it out, and there's apparently 6 million on here somewhere. And what we want to do is we got to get that 6 million in our pail of water, so we're going to put it in there. Because it's environmentally friendly, I can even mix it up with my hands. It's not a big deal, won't hurt us, but we've got to mix it up good because it will settle after a while too. So we're just going to mix them up. Now the way I like to apply it is basically I'll have a hose end sprayer, something like this, and we'll take it off, and what we can do is we can just pour. This is our concentrate. This concentrate now needs to be applied over to 2,000 to 3,000 square feet. So we'll take this concentrate, it's mixing up, make sure all our grubs are in the pail, and we'll just pour that concentrate in there. Oh, a few of the grubs are on the ground there. Uh-oh. And now what you do is, I still have plenty left in here. There's still maybe 4 million and they're swimming around somewhere. So what we want to do is put this on the end of our hose. And there's a couple of different types of applicators like on this one here. I would set it on the highest setting. We'll put this on the end of the hose. We'll use our deflector and we'll just start watering it in. And again, put it in on a rainy day like today. It really does help. If not, if you've got an irrigation system, make sure the lawn's been pre-moistened or watered afterwards. There are other hose end sprayers like this that don't have dials, that just basically mix the water in here. So what I like to do with those is I actually like to put a bit of food dye in there, because once the dye's gone, you know the nematodes have been rinsed out. Then go back to your pail, refill, and carry on. It's always best to start where you know where the grubs are or the worst part in your lawn and work yourself away from that. If we're not using a hose end sprayer, the other way you can do it is you can use a watering can. And again, just use your concentration before you just put in the watering can, mix it up again, and then pour in the watering can. You can put it in an injector system if you happen to have one. You can put it in a pressure washer. These guys are so tough they can take up to 300 psi. So there's different ways of applying them. Personally, I like using the hose end sprayer. The best time to apply nematodes again is in May. It can be done in the fall again, and especially what we're seeing in a lot of the Japanese beetle that produces the larva that's done in the summer. So I would recommend this year too to do it probably around September to hit that larva also, and you'll get the new baby grubs that are in your lawn. When you're putting this on the lawn, you want to use this whole concentration on the entire 2,000 or 3,000 square feet. Just put it on the one time and you're done. Again, concentrating on the area where it's the worst and working your way up. Alright, the nematodes might take 2 or 3 days to start working effectively already, and that's why it's so important to make sure it's good and moist. Once you put these on the lawn, water it in or put it on during the rain, or make sure there's a rain coming up. So that way they can find their host, which is the grub, and they can actually do their job. The Well, thanks for joining us for today. We're going to be signing off now. We will be having more clips coming up in the future with our staff, and we invite you to come to Rice Road and Broadway Gardens.